Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Dr. Stephanie, your double board certified critical care physician. I work with physicians who are struggling with their jobs, burnt out with their careers, or who just want some career advice. Through my books, webinars, coaching, and speaking, I help physicians discover alternative jobs and careers in medicine so that they can practice medicine on their own terms. And welcome, happy Tuesday. Welcome to this Tuesday's edition of Let's Talk Tuesday, sponsored by Floyd Lee Locums. And tonight we're going to talk about 5 ways to elevate your locums game. That's right, 5 ways to elevate your locums games. Now, if you guys have been following me, you know that I've been really busy throughout the month of July, and I'm just coming off of a locum stretch. So I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you about 5 tips that you can use to take your locums game to the next level. Now, you all know that I'm a double board certified critical care physician, and I've been doing locums really for a little over 10 years. And now I have plenty of work. I get calls from recruiters every day. I'm actually booking my assignments now starting at through the beginning of 2020, but it hasn't always been that way. I haven't always had more locums work than I can shake a stick at. However, over the course of the last couple of years, I made some changes to my approach to doing locums, and now I want to share those strategies with you. So, 5 easy ways to elevate your locums game. But before we get started, I do need a favor. If you're on, just drop me a comment to tell me hi. If you like a comment, hit the like button. If you love a comment, hit the love button. If you're watching this on replay, type replay, and please feel free to share this lecture anytime you feel the need to do so. So, like I say, I'm Dr. Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to talk about 5 easy ways to elevate your locums game. The first thing that you should do, and I've kind of had to work on this as well too, but the first thing that you should do in order to really take your locums game to the next level. Hey, Dr. Nicole, how are you? Thank you for joining. Please feel free to comment because I know you have some experience in this arena as well also. But the first thing that you need to do as a locums doctor, if you really want to up your locums game and take it to the next level, is to be flexible. Hi, Natasha. How are you? No, you are the best. And I'm really excited about some things that we're going to be doing. And hi, Dr. Sam. How are you? I'm so glad you guys are joining me. We're talking about 5 ways to elevate your locums game. The first thing that you need to do is to be flexible. Be flexible. Be open to new and different locums opportunities. So what I always tell people is, your next locums assignment it could be anything. And what you need to do is to keep an open mind. So whenever you're talking to your recruiters, you have an idea of what you want to do, but just keep an open mind and be open to doing new and different things within your scope of practice, because you'll find that the more rigid you are in your criteria, that's going to really kind of limit the locums opportunities that you have available. So the first thing that I would suggest that you do is to be flexible. The next thing you want to do in order to take your locums game to the next level is you want to develop the reputation as being the go-to person. So you should work with several locums companies, but you always kind of need to develop that reputation of being the go-to person, being that person that the locums recruiter can kind of rely on for you to take an assignment at the last minute. Because oftentimes what happens is you have organizations that come up with needs on an emergent basis. Something happens, a doctor goes out sick. Hi, Randa L. Thank you for joining. You have situations in which a doctor might be sick, somebody, might quit, somebody might go on leave for whatever reason, and the organization needs a doctor on short notice. So therefore, sometimes it's an emergent situation. And if you have the opportunity and you kind of develop this reputation of being the go-to person, then a lot of times your locums recruiters will call you with these opportunities and say, hey, can you help us out? And oftentimes these last minute emergent opportunities that become available are often opportunities that pay substantially better than non-emergent opportunities. So if you develop that reputation of being the go-to person, being the one that's kind of willing to take an assignment at the last minute, kind of willing to help out in a pinch, that can take you a long way because you will end up getting additional assignments that you necessarily weren't looking for. But every extra assignment is valuable. So if you can develop the reputation of being the go-to person in your or in whatever locums company you're working with, that's a great way to elevate your locums game. And like I said, Dr. Nicole, I know you have some experience doing some locums, so please feel free to share your experiences and comment. So, like I said, the first thing that you can do in order to elevate your locums game is to be flexible. The second thing that you can do, as we just talked about, is be the go-to person. You want to be that doctor. Something fabulous comes across the recruiter's desk and it needs to be filled. You want to be the top of mind, and you want to be that person in which that recruiter picks up that phone and says, I don't know, but I'm going to call Dr. So and so just in case, because this is such a fabulous opportunity, or this is an opportunity we really need somebody to fill. You want to be that person. The next thing that you can do in order to elevate your locums game is to be willing to travel on short notice. And that ties back into being, trying to be the go-to person. But, being able to travel on short notice will allow you to take these last minute assignments that come up. And y'all, I'm telling you, if, opportunities present themselves at the last minute, they're kind of an emergent opportunity, emergent situations, the pay is usually a little higher. And if you can be that turnaround person that's able to hop on a plane or hop in that car on short notice, you're always, you'll have more opportunities. So Dr. Nicole says, you say, hey, Dr. Stephanie, let's see here. Absolutely. So, right. So I'm just going to share something with you. So I did an assignment. I've done a couple of assignments with Floyd Lee Locums, and Zach is my favorite recruiter of all times. And so about 2 weeks ago, I was coming back to Houston from another assignment. I was coming back to Houston from another assignment. Dr. Nicole said, yes, at short notice, ask for more pay. Absolutely. So I was coming back from a locums assignment in Ohio from another company, and my plane landed at Bush Airport, like I think at 10:50, 11. And as soon as my plane landed and I took my phone off of airplane mode, I got all of these pages. So my favorite recruiter, Zach, had texted me, and he said, Dr. Nicole says she loves Zach. Yeah, I love Zach too. He is the best. He texted me about this opportunity hospital I had been at prior. And, he was like, yeah, they're really desperate. They really need some help. The assignment dates are from here to here. He was like, yes, I know it starts tomorrow, but this is the pay and it's such, short notice. And I kind of texted back. I was like, I'm just landed, LOL, ha ha ha. But then I thought about it. I was like, so I texted Zach back and I said, I've got an obligation that weekend, but I was getting back on Monday. So I said, I'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you can get me to Atlanta on Friday, I'll do it. And so he was like, cool. So I kid you guys not, from the time I told Zach, I said, Zach, I'll call you when I get off the plane and get to baggage claim. So from the time I got off the plane to the time I walked to the baggage claim, the assignment, my dates have been accepted. So I'm talking to Zach, and I was like, well, if you can get me to Charlotte today, I'm at the airport. If you can get me to Charlotte today so I can drive up to West Virginia to start my assignment tomorrow, I'll do it. So Zach worked wonders, and the travel agency is Floyd Lee Locums is amazing because I landed in Bush Airport at 11, and I was back on an airplane at 3 p.m. flying out of Hobby Airport to go to the same to this assignment. So we had literally a 3-hour turnaround, but it was a great assignment. And because it was an emergent assignment, the pay was really good because they needed help. And so because I was willing to travel on on a moment's notice, literally, um, I was able to pick up, 3 extra shifts at above standard pay. And so, like I always like to tell people, my locums doctors, stay packed. And that's what Zach told me. I said, Zach, he was like, can you do this? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm at Bush Airport. I'll get home in about an hour. I'll, hop in the shower, throw some more clothes in my suitcase, and, I'll be on my way to the other airport. And he's like, yeah, because I know you stay packed. And I was like, absolutely, I stay packed. So always stay packed as a locum doctor, because always be willing and able, if you can, within, certain circumstances, be able to travel at last on a moment's notice. And if you are able to do that, you will be amazed at the opportunities that you have, because y'all, sometimes these are some once in a lifetime opportunities that come across, and the pay is great. And if you just happen to be that go-to doctor that they say, hey, I'm going to call Dr. So and so and give her the right of first refusal, then you will be amazed at the opportunities that you will have. So be willing to travel on short notice. And the next thing that you can do to take your locums game up to the next level is to be willing to take different types of assignments. So, this is what I mean by that. Now, nobody here watching is going to do anything that they're uncomfortable with. And I'm not asking you to work outside your scope of practice. However, most of us have several different areas of clinical expertise. A lot of us are specialists. So some of us are double and triple board certified. I'm double board certified. I'm certified in internal medicine and critical care. So most of my locums assignments are as an intensivist, because that's what I do. However, because I am boarded in internal medicine, guess what? I can and have worked done locums as a hospitalist. Hi, Dr. Latasha, how are you? And so this assignment, this last minute assignment that I got through Floyd Lee Locums that paid an excellent pay rate, was a hospitalist assignment. And if I were unwilling to work as a hospitalist, I would have missed out on that opportunity. And this is something that I encourage my family medicine doctors to do. I love helping family medicine doctors get into locums, because you guys are so multifaceted. You can do traditional family medicine, you can do hospitalist work, you can do urgent care work depending on your skill set, you can do some low level ER work, you can do occupational medicine. So there's so many things, skill sets that oh, I lost you guys for a minute. I'm back. I've worked with cardiologists who've done hospitalist work, nephrologists who've done hospitalist work, um, infectious disease doctors who've done hospitalist work as locums doctors. And, be willing to take these different types of assignments, either in a different specialty, because you're multiple boarded, or in a different kind of practice environment. If you're used to doing outpatient and you want to do some locums work inpatient, consider doing some inpatient work. If you want to transition from, if you're certified in all of these areas, in internal medicine or family medicine, emergency medicine, if you're used to working inpatient, maybe consider doing some outpatient work, some urgent care work. So there's so many things that you can do, and those are opportunities and areas that you can pick up some locums assignments with. So Dr. Nicole says, thank you. Dr. Nicole says, FM can do hospitalist, FM outpatient, urgent care, augment. Exactly. There's so many things that we physicians can do. And I just encourage everybody to take a really honest look at your skill set and consider taking some locums opportunities, or being at least being open to some locums opportunities in those particular areas in conjunction with those skill sets that you already have. So just to recap right quick, 5 ways that you can elevate your locums game. The first thing that we talked about is being flexible. That is key, being open to new opportunities. The next thing we talked about is developing the reputation with the locums company as being the go-to person. I guarantee you, if you have that reputation, they will oftentimes call you with these great assignments so that they, give you that offer first. Also, be willing to travel on short notice. I've done a 2 hour turnaround before, and I'm so crazy, y'all. Sometimes I do back to back assignments. Like one time, I flew from Idaho to Cleveland in a day and worked at night in Cleveland. I mean, I just did it. So be willing to travel on short notice. I stay packed. I think I did a Facebook Live on that or something like that. I tell people, just go home when you empty your suitcase and wash, fold your clothes and repack. Just stay packed so you could be ready to travel on a moment's notice, and be willing to take different types of assignments based on the clinical skill sets that you have. And then the last thing that you can do, and this is key, in order to elevate your locums game, is to develop a strong relationship with a good recruiter. A good recruiter is key. You got to have a good professional relationship with the locums recruiter, because sometimes, it takes you just have to develop that trust with them, that if you have a good recruiter and they have an opportunity that they're pretty sure that you would be a good fit for, you're going to have to develop that trust with them, that they're going to put you in the right opportunity that's going to be a good fit for both you and the organization. And sometimes you're going to just have to kind of listen to them, because your locums recruiters know where the opportunities are, and they're also on the cusp of whatever the trend is in terms of staffing and locum staffing. So being willing to develop a good professional relationship. If some recruiter who I had never known had called me with that opportunity, I would not have taken it, because I don't know that recruiter, but I know Zach. I know Floyd Lee Locum. So I know their reputation. So I'm willing to go with them in situations that I wouldn't necessarily trust to another company or another recruiter. So developing a strong relationship, a strong professional relationship with a strong recruiter in a good company is key to really taking your locums game to the next level. So I'm just going to take some moments just to read through the comments to see if there's anybody that has any comments or any questions. Dr. Nicole has been helping us out here, and she's done some work with Floyd Lee Locums as well. And we both love Zach. He is the best and everything. So, but like I said, that is the key. Being willing to be flexible, being willing to take different assignments, being the go-to person, being willing to travel on short notice, but also just having a good professional relationship with a good recruiter will work wonders for your locums career. And therefore, I encourage everybody to contact the locums experts at floydleelocums.com, www.floydleelocums.com. They are a concierge locums company that prides itself in making sure that the locums physicians get the right assignment and have an excellent experience. www.floydleelocums.com. This is Dr. Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me on this Tuesday's edition of Let's Talk Tuesday, sponsored by Floyd Lee Locums. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thank you, and bye-bye.